Okay, because you said that something happened to you when you was younger.
Yeah.
What age did that happen?
Maybe 10.
10?
Yeah, 10 or 11.
And so what was it that happened?
My uncle.
So they didn't think like, okay, he just got out of prison, so, you know, it's probably a higher likelihood that he might be doing that type of stuff.
I mean, nobody thinks that at first about it. Anybody shouldn't, at least. I wouldn't think that at first about something.
Well, I mean, I
just
would.
got out of prison. I mean, I've been in prison.
That is the stereotype of what happens in prison.
See, that's the thing. I don't live by stereotypes because I've been stereotyped.
Well, I get it, but I'm talking about your family though.
I'm saying,
like they didn't. In other words, thinking about protecting the kid. You as a kid, right? You got a guy that's getting out of prison coming home, and then something happens. The kid says something happens that lines up with what we know sometimes happens in prison. Well, I would think that they would think like, it's a possibility. What's up, YouTube? Marcus IRL, my new channel, a behind the scenes peek into my life as a dad, a content creator, and a man. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I'm gonna be going live, and you never know what you might see. So go subscribe now, Marcus IRL. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So you're solo. Right, so you're the brother of her right here.
Fifi, yeah.
Okay, so what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Struggling, you know.
Yeah, man. I was walking by. You said that yesterday was your birthday, and you had a crappy birthday.
Shitty birthday. The whole week was shitty.
Well, what happened?
On my birthday.
Do like this with your nose.
No. On my birthday, on the day of anyway, I got called in for work, so I was like, yeah, excited. It's my first day. Went to work, came back. My girl drinking with a nigga. Mama gone, raised all kind of shit. Came back raising hell, so I left again. When I came back, her and the dude was gone.
Her and what dude?
Her and the dude that she was talking to, drinking with.
Okay, so your girl was, so this your birthday.
Yep.
And you say your girl was drinking with another dude?
Yep.
Because you went to work?
Shit-faced drunk too.
Okay, and what happened?
When she got back, I confronted them, of course, because they both got back at the same time. She swore up and down, nothing, she was just sitting somewhere, whatever. Then she started saying she got and all this other shit, so.
By him?
She was saying somebody had a knife to her throat or some shit. Not him, she's saying it's not him, but. When she left, I went back to do it, because I just asked everybody to be real. So when she left, I went back. And I was like, the one thing that I just need from y'all, as a man to man, am I wasting my time? Tell me. He said, yeah, bro, honestly, you wasting your time. After everybody else kept trying to make excuses, he was real enough to be like, yeah, bro, you wasting your time.
The dude that smashed your girl?
Yeah, I was like, all right, bet, appreciate it. Boom, that's all I need to
know.
So,
because, I mean, so he didn't say he smashed, but...
No, he didn't say he smashed, but he just told me I was wasting my time.
Okay, so that's like his way of saying...
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he just told me.
And you say, she said that she was R-worded?
Yeah, that's what she said. She started fake crying and all kind of shit. I said, I know what like. My mother was on the anniversary. You know what I'm saying? I was a child. My sister was... Yeah. I know what rape is like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's
not rape. Don't lie to me. That's all I asked for.
How long have y'all been
relationship
together?
I've ever been in, I've only asked for one thing.
Just
respect me enough to be real about it. That way I don't look stupid. And if that's what you want, say that from the beginning. We could have that type of relationship. I don't mind. Right. If you want to be a hoe and I want to be a hoe, then we could be hoes together. Okay. But we could be together hoes.
So you want to be like an open situation if that's what they want?
Yeah, if that's what they want. And if I like them enough, I'll be like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay. You know How old are you, by the way?
I'm 36.
36.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
And so, you have any kids?
6 of them.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been putting in work.
5 different mothers.
Okay.
My oldest is 18 now.
18?
Yeah.
So you started when you was 18? 17, basically. Yeah. Wow.
Yep,
okay, and so where, like...
I don't know if you can see it. This is my oldest right here. This is 18.
So how long have you been homeless, man?
Almost a year now. That's my oldest.
Okay, young lady.
My twin.
Got you, man. So about a year now. What happened a year ago to cause you to become homeless?
Well, 2 years ago, my father had passed away.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry to hear about that.
And I was on drugs. I was in Norcross, you know, chasing pussy and getting high.
Right.
When I was supposed to do something else when I went there. But every time I go there, I get stuck. So that's why I had to shake it off. When my father had died, I missed it. Fucked my head up.
You missed what?
Him dying. I was supposed to be there with him.
Ooh.
And my mother, when I got the call, my aunt called me, I think on Facebook, and said, call your father. I think he's going back to the hospital. I was like, all right, I'll call him. I called, and my mother answered the phone. Right then and there, I already knew what time it was. Yeah, I knew what time it was. And she told me he passed.
Because were they still together or no?
Yeah, my parents been together my whole life.
Okay, so they were still together. Okay,
yeah, so my whole life.
So when your dad passed, why did that though cause you to like, oh, look at this. Look Look at
we were just talking.
Look at who
Yo,
this is.
so
you just-
I thought I was looking cute. I had to take these motherfuckers back. Shit, me.
They was hurting your feet.
Too bad.
You just walk up out of nowhere while I'm interviewing your brother.
That's another motherfucker that didn't even call me on my birthday night.
Look,
She ain't give a fuck.
Now hold on now,
I
Fifi.
told Marcus that he needs to hear our music.
Fifi, why you ain't call him on his birthday?
Honestly, I forgot it was his birthday.
Fifi?
I'm so sorry.
Fifi!
She popped up for about 10 seconds and said, okay, and then disappeared again.
You know,
And left me for the shittiest birthday I ever had. And she don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, she gonna find out when she
I
watches
ain't
this
tell her.
YouTube video.
Yeah, I ain't tell her.
Okay. All right, so let's So again, just how did you become homeless though? Like I was trying to
Okay,
figure
so
it out.
when my father passed, you know, the first thing that bothered me was that I wasn't there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So when I eventually did come, because I wasn't coming, I freaked the fuck out. Like I lost it. I thought I was ready for it because I was.
Yeah, it's tough. Trust me, I know.
And I didn't think that I would handle it the way I did. So they ended up getting my favorite cousin to call me because everybody was blowing my phone up.
How over the course of what
Well,
kind
my
of time
favorite
period?
cousin on his side.
We talking about a few hours, a few days, a few weeks?
It was a couple hours. It was a
Okay.
couple hours because I really wasn't ready to see my mother's face. And eventually, my cousin sent money for me to get back
right.
to East Point. So
Okay.
on the ride to East Point, there's a girl in the car talking shit, saying, "Oh, f daddy," and my daddy died, and it's all about her type shit. You know what I'm saying? The
Right, right.
whole ride, I'm ready to beat this bitch. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. And I say
So it was
bitch,
a
yes, I
shared
mean
Uber?
bitch. She's a bitch, not ladies a bitch.
It was a shared Uber, like one of those.
No,
shared...
it was a partner of mine that gave me a ride, but she's like a regular face around that area.
Okay.
So she was riding with him all the time.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay, but so
when I
again, let's
there,
get to
this
meat and
is- this
potatoes.
is-
What
This
happened?
is leading into it. When I got there, the first thing that my big cousin does, the one that pretty much raised us, gets in my face. Yeah, how you feel now, stupid? Yeah, da 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 da, and tries to fight me in front of everybody. When I'm like, bro, I'm ready.
I get it.
You know,
Emotions
I've
are
had
high,
enough.
and
Yeah, so
everybody's just kind of
he
doing it
wouldn't
one
leave me
too.
alone. I pulled a knife on him, told him back up. That hurt him. That hurt him bad. He didn't think I'd do
Hold on,
no
real
shit
quick.
like
You good, miss?
that. He didn't think I'd do no shit like that, so it hurt him too. But I was just having a real rough time. I ended up sleeping for days, and hearing that my father was asking somebody else to take care of my mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's running around telling people, yo, make sure she's straight. Da, da. He didn't say that to me. And I was like, man.
Well, I mean, you was in
I
the
like,
middle of
man,
your addiction
I was
and
like,
stuff.
nah, it's still like, man, I got it. Even through my addiction and stuff, man, I still made sure shit was straight. You know what I'm saying? You can ask anybody about me, man. I'll do anything for my family. Anything. Even if I got it or I don't, I'll make it happen. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I thought I could handle it, but after being the punching bag for so long, I was my mom's punching bag the whole time. You know, I had to mourn by myself in the room. I was being blamed for his death and everything else, and it's hurt. Can't make my mother happy. I can't please her. So even to this day, it's still hard to please her. And it's still
So let's talk about that, because it sounds like you grew up with both parents in the household, right? And so let's just start from the beginning. So, okay, have you ever been married, by the way?
Yes, I am. I'm still married.
Still married, technically?
Yeah.
What age did you get married at?
25, I think.
25?
25 or 23.
And how long have y'all been separated, like not in a functional marriage?
Maybe over 15 years now.
Oh, so it's been a while.
We still speak and shit. Yeah,
Right, but the point is, it was only functional for a short while.
we was only married for 4 years.
4 years. About 4 or 5 years?
5 years. We was together for
5 years?
We was together for like 8.
Okay, what happened to cause the marriage to dissolve?
Infidelity. You know, just both of us being whores and doing whatever. You know,
Well,
I had
mean,
real bad mental health issues. She couldn't really handle it. She thought she could.
Say that again?
I had real bad mental health issues.
Okay.
You know, I was just trying out medicines and stuff. They were trying new medicines
right.
on me and stuff. So she thought she could handle it because she's like a caring person, she's a caretaker with her. And
Right.
I told her, but it became too much, and she's sleeping with people that I
What
know.
type of
moving people in the
diagnosis do you
house.
have?
I'm schizoaffective. I have manic depression, bipolar disorder.
What age was that diagnosed?
8 years old.
8 years old?
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
But the schizo came at like 17.
17? Okay, because you said that something happened to you when you was younger.
Yeah.
What age did that happen?
Maybe 10.
10?
Yeah, 10 or 11.
And so what was it that happened?
My uncle.
Okay, was that like a one-time thing or ongoing?
It happened a couple of times, but it didn't happen no more after I got a little older.
After you what?
After I got a little older, and was able to stop
So
him.
I was about to say, so what was it about you getting older that made it stop?
I was strong enough to stop him.
You would just tell them no, like,
No, ain't no. I didn't say anything else. There's no more talking. It's not happening no more.
so it was just,
It's on site as soon as you try it.
Okay.
Family and no family.
Wow.
Through the wall and everything.
Wow. So okay. Did you tell anybody when it happened?
I did. Most people didn't believe me. One person did, Monty Ivan. He's the only person who really believed me and even talked to me about it at all. But nobody thought that he, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But I'm sitting here telling you.
And he would, I guess, be denying it or whatever?
Nobody ever confronted him. Nobody asked him, nobody confronted him, nothing. He's actually, funny story, the funny thing is though, he's what inspired me to become a chef and go to school for it and everything. That guy, he's the one that inspired me. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I guess it'd be
it's
like
hard
a
to
mix.
explain that even though he did that to me, he's still my family and I still associated with him, but he knew not to try me again, type shit. So he still, got me my first job in the restaurants and all that, and it helped me.
Does he own up to what he did, like even to this day, or
he's passed now? He
passed. So did he ever own up to it?
Not to anybody. No. Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. And I let it go.
How did this come to happen? Like,
and I let it go because I beat the fuck out of him. So
how did this come to happen in the first place? Like, was he living there? Were you going over his
he had
house?
just got out of prison. He was new to me. You know what I'm saying? So he was my grandfather's son, and everybody was just excited to have him.
So he had just got out of prison.
Yeah. So everybody's just like really getting to meet him, and,
right?
Because he was in Charleston, and he grew up in Charleston. He's geeky, yeah, and we were in New York, South Carolina, and Virginia, and everywhere else.
Different places, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So they didn't think like, okay, he just got out of prison, so it's probably a higher likelihood that he might be doing that type of stuff.
I mean, nobody thinks that at first about it. Anybody shouldn't, at least. I wouldn't think that at first about something.
Well, I mean, I
just
would.
got out of prison. I mean, I've been in prison, And
I mean, I just be honest. I would, like, in other words, I would at least hold a doubt. You know what I'm saying about? Okay, well, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Like, to me, it's a higher possibility because, that is the stereotype of what happens in prison.
See, that's the thing. I don't live by stereotypes because I've been stereotyped.
Well, I get it, but I'm talking about your family though.
I'm saying,
like, they didn't. In other words, thinking about protecting the kid. You as a kid, right? You got a guy that's getting out of prison coming home, and then something happens. The kid says something happens that lines up with what we know sometimes happens in prison.
Well,
I would think that they would think like, it's a
whatever he was in
possibility.
prison for didn't have anything to do with that kind of thing. So it's just like nobody expected it. And to me,
How did that make you feel?
When it happened? When he did?
No, when you told and nobody believed you.
I don't know. I'm used to it.
No. I ain't ask you how you feel about it now.
I'm saying no. I was used to it. Like, look at me. Y'all take a look at me. Right.
At 10 years
I got
old,
red hair. I look white. I got bright skin. I'm the black sheep of the black side of my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm the black sheep of the Puerto Rican side of my family. 2 black on one side, 2 something else on the other side, and it's just
Tell you what, man, stand in the middle of the road, get hit by cars on both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but luckily I played Frogger growing up, so I'm working through it.
I get it, man. I get it. So okay, so that happened around 10, and happened a few times. But you say around 12 or so, you was big and strong enough to kind of fend that off. Did any other like traumas or traumatic events happen to you during childhood?
Yeah, of course.
Well, what happened?
See, my best friend died in my arms.
What age was that?
I was like 13 maybe.
Okay.
So
was y'all like was you like in the streets at that point or whatever?
Yeah, I
okay.
was in New York, yeah.
So it's that type of deal.
Yeah.
And where'd you grow up at, by the way?
I grew up between New York and South Carolina.
New York and South Carolina? Okay. Shout out to all my geeky folks in South Cat, man.
I'm Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Okay, man. Okay. Shout out to Spartanburg for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's just the long and short of it. You went through different traumas, but what some people are gonna be asking is, okay, your mom's living. Why are you homeless?
Like I said, it just became harder and harder to take care of her, and it really broke me down. And I couldn't get my head together. I thought I could handle it, but I couldn't.
I mean, was drugs and stuff involved and all like that?
Eventually, yeah. But until, like, when he died, I stopped drinking and everything. I couldn't, because I didn't want to end up how he did when his mother died. He drank himself to death.
Okay.
And I just didn't want to go through that, because I didn't realize that I would be as depressed as I was without him. So, and to look up every day and just be like, yo, when some of this situation, I'm like, yo, let me call my pops and see get some advice or something on how to do something. I can't
Trust me, man.
I didn't even
I'm living that reality right now.
I didn't get to mourn him, nothing. And I'm still to this day. I'm not past it.
So do you blame yourself for that?
Absolutely.
So that's where
Absolutely. I wasn't strong enough.
Okay.
I wasn't strong enough. At least I didn't think I was strong enough.
Well, you said it. You wasn't.
So you know what I'm
you
saying?
didn't. You wasn't there when you needed to be. It's
Yeah,
the bottom line.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's because
And
you were
then when
doing
it-
whatever it was you're doing, indulging.
Then
in
I
that
was
lifestyle.
there. Then I was there, and I still couldn't do it. You know, so.
So I
don't
mean,
know.
but in other
I
words,
tried.
does your mom, does she know that you're homeless?
Yeah, she's homeless
Okay.
too.
She's homeless too.
Yeah, we're homeless together. That's why I'm out here. I'm about to wash clothes and stuff. I just got a job.
Oh, I thought she was straight. I thought she was good.
No, just got a job. She was supposed to get like $40,000 when he died. They took that from her. They said that she couldn't get that. Then they cut her disability, cut her food stamps, like damn near half, like low. So it's been real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
And
once
and my
that
mother,
other dependent
and
person.
the thing about my mother, you can ask my sister. The thing about my mother is she thinks off emotion a lot.
Oh yeah. A
So
lot of
as
women,
soon
you
as
know?
my mother starts getting anxiety or spasms or something like that, she's supposed to do one thing, and this is fuck it, doing something else. You know, I have that habit too, but not as often. You know, we're all not perfect. You guys, my sister, once my mother's anxiety kicks up, it's over with. It's over with. I have to run away and leave. Like, I gotta go. Boom, bye. I don't be want to hear it. Like, I can't deal with it because I'm the target all the time. So when she's there, she becomes the target. So skate. I'm out.
I get
It's
it.
hard to deal with. It's hard to handle. But you know, I ended up going through another something. I'm not gonna expose it. You know.
Well, I
tell
mean,
her.
you ain't gotta say the details,
you know,
but just
something-
what are we talking about?
Something happened where I ended up having like a slight epiphany. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? Get up. Let's go. So I got up. I got in that line at the church. Got the voucher for my ID. Went and got my ID. Got robbed 2 days later. But I ended up cutting my hair off. I had long hair. I cut my hair off, everything, and cleaned myself. I said, man, I gotta get a job. I got to. And a few things happened in between then, so it was a struggle to get one.
Right.
But as of now, you're looking at an employed man.
Man, that's what's up,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So-
I'm gonna tell you what, man. You know, when your spirit is ready, when you're okay, when your spirit is ready, and when you hit that place, it's like your inner spirit would just say, "All right, man,
Yeah.
let's go."
Yeah, like what are
You know what I'm saying?
doing?
Let's
You
go.
don't live
Like,
this.
let's
You don't
stop.
do this. Yeah,
This
like,
ain't you.
What happened?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, okay, well, that's great to hear, man. I'm sorry to hear about your birthday.
It's just,
Have you spoken with your ex-girlfriend or your girlfriend or
hell yeah, I
whatever?
plucked her last night.
You say what?
I picked her off last night. Yeah.
You picked her
Absolutely.
off last
Absolutely.
night. What up, Jit?
Absolutely.
Well, man, you see I'm doing something, man. Hold on, man. So are y'all back together?
Huh?
Okay, but just kicking it or whatever?
I was just on it.
Okay. Why do you think? So you think she just cheated on you just because she was drunk, basically?
I mean, yeah, I believe so, yeah. But at the same time,
Did she still stick with that R-word story?
she said it again, but I'm not. I said,
And where are y'all doing this at? Like, where is this occurring at? Like, is it in the tent? Is it just outside? Or
anywhere and everywhere I can, I don't give a fuck.
wow, just get it in.
I don't care.
So, like, for instance, where
I've
did
been like
y'all?
that since I was younger.
So you knocked her off yesterday or whatever. Where was that at? You don't have to
Somebody
say
might
exactly
see
where.
this.
Yeah, no,
Somebody might see this,
No,
that's
no. In
there.
other words, you don't have to say the exact location, but I'm
It's
saying.
down the street.
Okay, so somewhere like outside,
in the
type
area
deal.
where we're all at.
Like a little duck off corner or something.
No, ain't no duck offs.
You say in the area where
Where
that be
everybody's
happening?
at. Everybody's at.
Y'all just did it like. Okay, real quick, we gotta have a talk about the kids. On a scale of 1 to 10, okay, how active and involved are you in their life?
As of now, as of presently, it's, you know,
Call it out.
Communication.
Call it out. Just call whatever it is. Say the number.
Communications have been real difficult. So,
Say the number, man.
So, what, between 1 and 10?
1 and 10.
At this moment, probably 4.
That means you talk to him. What up, man? That means you talk to him every now and again and stuff
Not
like
as
that.
often as I used to.
So is that a 4?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it. So
Well, it's a 4 because the mothers are mad at me, so they're like blocking
everything. So
Yeah,
that
but
means it's kinda
I can't
close to
be.
a 1 or
But I
2.
can't be mad at them because I did disappear. But I disappeared for a good reason
what was the good reason?
because I couldn't control being able to call them from jail.
How long was you locked up for?
Yeah, about 6 months, 8 months, 8 months.
Well, I get all that, right? But we're talking about over the course of their lives. So not just the recent stuff that you're going through.
My oldest daughter, we didn't have a relationship until recently. We did, But then it was a bunch of bullshit behind that. So we got this. She's hearing this and that and the other. She never got the real story.
I get it.
Her mother finally put me and her together on the phone, video chatting, and we talked and hit it off and everything else. And in the middle of me trying to do something for her is when I got locked up randomly. So she didn't hear from me. I had no way to
it looked like
explain
you
it.
disappeared.
I told my mother to reach out to my child's mother, and I don't know what happened with that, but I'm not putting the blame on nobody else, but my daughter didn't know what was going on.
I get
so I wanted to explain it to her, and then I tried to get my child's mother to relay the information to tell her to call me. As of right now, I'm blocked. So
Okay, so I would call that more like a 1 or a 2,
okay.
right?
No,
Just to be
that's the oldest. All right.
right.
All right, my second oldest, I don't see her at all. She doesn't even know I'm a father. She thinks like I'm a family.
That's right, and we don't have to run down
So,
all 6,
okay.
right? But
My two boys,
Mhm.
I'm active. You know,
Okay.
they know me. I know them. I've been helping them learn to read everything, like process.
Last time you talked to him?
2 months.
2 months. Okay.
2 months.
Okay, and so, you know,
Now for lack of trying, I'm blocked again, y'all.
okay. Because I mean, are you understanding of maybe the trauma that your kids are going through by not, having you in
That's
their
why,
life?
and I talk to them. I explain. You know what I'm saying? I tell them.
Try to let them know what's
but
going
I tell
on.
my kids the same thing I tell everybody else, man. Whatever you feel, just say it. Like I'm not gonna be mad.
Right.
You know, I'll explain my end. If you
Right.
accept it, you don't.
So
but
if
remember, you're your own person. Don't
So-
let nobody influence you to make a decision. If
Well,
you don't
listen,
feel
on that
comfortable
note, one of the things that we do, right? We have conversations with people when they're not right in front of us, because it's just easy to just get off how we feel or explain things without being manipulated, gaslit, interrupted, any of that stuff, right? So, if there's any message that you want your kids to have, right? If there's anything, because some of them you can't talk to, some of them may not know, what do you want them to know about why you've been absent in their life?
Okay, to the rest of my kids who I haven't told this to, when your daddy's going through something like this and he looks like this, I just don't want you to see me like this. And when you do hear my voice, that's it. I don't want you to see my face like this, nothing. I don't want you to see your father as a failure. I want you to see me as how I'm encouraging you, teaching you to be, better, a stand-up person, as good a person as you can be without getting walked over, and try to understand everything else and everybody else. I don't want y'all to see me lose at all.
And I guess
So,
for them, I'm gonna say, okay, well, but what about Dad? We just want to see you, like whether you look like this, whether you look like that. We just want your presence more in our lives. What's your response?
My son pretty much said that to me, and
Okay.
like I told him, I was like, son, if you want to see me, you want to call me, you can. But when your daddy's like this, and I tried to explain to him about mental health, but he was a little young,
Right.
He doesn't know. I kind of shut down, and I shut out, and I can't help it. I can't control it. I don't want to, but when I get like that, and I get down and out, I get trapped in a place where it seems like I can't get out of. Until either somebody comes to me and takes me away from, like somebody comes to me, like
you're in that dark sunken place.
Anytime,
I get it.
Anytime that I do go and hang out with my family and Tequila and Gwinnett and everything, I start opening up and becoming myself again. I start feeling human again.
Right.
But out here, when I'm just constantly being attacked,
In survival mode,
and
it's different.
It's just like I can't
break through.
Yeah.
Again, I get what you're trying to say, man. I understand. So, I tell you what, man. Well, I mean, on that note, it sounds like you're making some moves to get out of the situation. You got your job situation going on.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And like I say, man, happy belated birthday, even though
Appreciate it.
wasn't the greatest, it sounds like, but happy 36.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, and so on that note, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I have Facebook, G-Body Letter.
You say G-Body Leather?
G-Body Letter.
Letter, okay.
And if you want to Cash App me, you can Cash App it to my nephew's Cash App. His phone number is 864.
Whoa.
Huh?
Don't give him the phone number.
Right.
Just,
okay, I don't know his cash tag, but I have Chime.
okay, I mean, what's your chime?
So, because my phone works.
And it's not the same, person that Fifi gave.
You can send it to my cousin Danny Priestley. All right, it's $POOKAHNESS. $pookahness.
Pookahness.
Yes,
Okay.
just put for solo or anything else, or Mike or.
All right, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you, and definitely wish you nothing but the best. All right.
All right.
Make sure you have a good one, man.
All right. Thank you.
All
God
right.
bless.